Hey guys, it's Desi. Welcome to my channel. Have you ever had clip-ins that were just uncomfortable, like they were digging and pulling your hair? Well, with this method that I'm about to show you, you can sleep on your clip-ins and everything. So if you want to learn how I got this hairstyle, keep watching. So Curlsqueen sent me some of their clip-ins, and even though it was sent to me, I'm definitely gonna let y'all know the real about these clip-ins. So I really love the packaging. It's really cute. I love that it came with a nice bonnet, a brush, and some extra clips. And this is the hair straight out of the package. The curls are super pretty, but it didn't have a length on it, so I was so scared because it looked really short. But after I washed it, then it was true to length. And this is all the pieces it came with, and I only used one pack. So let's get into it. So this is my hair freshly washed, conditioned, and blown out. So if you don't have a texture that matches the clip-ins perfectly, then this minimal leave out is literally perfect. So just go ahead and section this off, making sure that you leave out enough to actually cover the clip-ins. And you can use the comb to kind of test that out. So now I'm just gonna braid down my hair on both sides until I look like Silly from The Color Purple. While I'm doing that, let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm re-uploading this video because the first time I uploaded it, I realized once it almost got to 1,000 views that part of the tutorial was covered up. And y'all didn't even say nothing, like, y'all fake. So if you're watching my video for the second time around, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll be posting more hair content, other types of videos as well, and doing giveaways, wigs, hair, everything. So make sure you stick around. I wanted to leave a little bit more out in the middle, so I parted it off and clipped it to the side. Now I am gonna work on my perimeter braid, and that's gonna go behind my leave out, and that's what I'm gonna sew the net onto. So you guys will see me just part it off so I can braid a perimeter braid. If you're not good at braiding, then have someone else do it for you, or you can go to the African braiding shop and they probably only charge like 30 bucks for a braid down. Just show them whatever picture you want or however you want it, because braiding it down is honestly the hardest part and the most time consuming. I started braiding the perimeter braid in the middle, and then I decided not to because I wouldn't be able to sew on that part. So I'm just going to start from the side and take it all the way to the other side, basically from ear to ear. This foundation is not perfect, but it is pretty good, especially for me doing it myself. So I'm just gonna do some straight backs from here. They don't have to be super small or perfect. Just get it braided down because this is curly hair. It doesn't need to be super flat. Now as I'm braiding, I'm going to take the previous braid, the end of it, and put it into my braid, as you see right there. I literally just grabbed the end of that braid and then just kept on braiding. I lost the rest of this clip of me braiding down my hair, but I just did like 5 or 6 cornrows. And if you can't braid, then just go to the African braiding shop and ask for a braid down show them a picture, and they'll probably braid it for like $30–40, which is worth it because my arms were on fire. And then I used a hair net cap instead of just a regular hair net because it's a lot easier to do on yourself. And some people just use the cap and they don't sew it down, but I sewed mine around that perimeter braid that we made, and I just cut the excess cap. Here's what the hair looks like freshly washed and conditioned with no product in it at all. And I'm gonna start here. I started with a 4-clip piece, but every time I do it, it's literally different. So I wouldn't be too caught up on like, oh, what did you start with? Did you start off with a 4 piece? Who cares? Like, just make sure it fits in your head because it's gonna be different every time. And you see how secure it is when you secure it to the net? Only secure it to the net. Don't let it grab any of your hair at all. If you could feel it, readjust the clip and make sure it only goes into the net, because y'all know clip-ins be hurting after a while. I hate that. I'm so tender-headed, and it can really thin out your hair over time. So if you do this method with the net, you won't have any tension and you can sleep in your clip-ins. When I get to the top, I I like to use the 2-clip pieces or the 3-clip pieces because they're shorter. So I'm just gonna fill in the top with the 2-clip pieces, and then my last piece that I'm gonna close it with is gonna be a 3-piece. So here's the last piece that I'm going to attach to that perimeter braid. Don't be afraid to readjust some of the clips, especially at the top, because you need them to be close together for this flip over method so that you don't see tracks. But for this last piece, I'm just making sure that it's clipped onto the top of the braid and not into my roots. Now that all the clip-ins are installed, I'm gonna remove my flexi rods. I have another tutorial on my channel on how I do this if you want to see more in depth, but this set actually, you're gonna see right here, it did not take very well and it was still kind of damp. That's because I tried a new product, which is a curling cream, and I think it was too thick and heavy and it took longer to dry. So I'm just gonna roll these back up and let them dry some more. But you definitely want to use a setting foam if you don't have a lot of time. And these are the results after I blended my leave out. I have another video on my channel if you guys are interested. I could fluff this out and run my fingers through it and it would look even more natural. Love it so much. Love you guys even more. See you in my next one. Bye.